Welcome back to another review, this time for Trigunstampede, which is now available to watch on Crunchyroll. 23 minutes, first episode that we get here. We got episode one. This Trigunstampede is the new CG remake. I don't want to say remake, or it's going completely in a new direction altogether. But if you remember Trigun, the original old Western Vash the Stampede, that came on Adult Swim's lineup back in the day, you're automatically going to see a lot of like the visual differences in the show. For pretty much like I said, it's a similar story. Trigun follows Vash Stampede as he struggles to maintain his pacifist ways, avoiding the immense bounty on his head. We kind of get more backstory. Right off the break, you see off of episode one, something that I noticed is that they definitely give you more of a sci-fi feel here. I know in the original, like that was always like in the background, like but they never really hit it. They never really like hit it as hard. I don't think. I feel like I got to go back and watch it again. But right off the break, we start off, we get a whole space scene. Like we had a colony in space, and Vash and his brother, who we know as Knives later on, they get saved as the ship is just randomly getting blown up. Don't get that originally. I feel like we get a lot of flashbacks and stuff like that, but again, like I said, I got to go back and watch that original series. It's been a while. But right off the break, I'm really digging the style for this. Thought I would have an issue with it, but it fits very, very well. Very, very clean, very bright. I'm noticing a lot of changes with the character Meryl. She's now with a character named Roberto that's in the show. I know she had a female companion in the original series as they were looking to track down Vash the Stampede to this town. And this episode is really, really, really basic. Like, we get an episode where we come across the Vash in the desert. We get the plot of the town is that, they need to get clean water. And Vash is the only one that knows how to fix these machines that I'm assuming that came from the ships and everything that they had, because you had a bunch of colony ships that were all around there, around the planet at that time. We did find out more about the planet too. Like it's more of a desert planet, and the only way they're really surviving on this planet is because they have these machines that can pretty much make whatever. And I think, like I said, this is a really good start to this show, especially for fans that didn't watch the original, who like me right now do not remember the original all that much. I know the original series was like 24, 26 episodes, something like that. I wonder if this is going to be like a multiple series thing and kind of where it goes. We always see like kind of, I want to use Veroni Kenshin, but like Vash Stampede never really kills anybody in the original series, as far as I remember. Like, it was like the last thing that he was trying to do, but yeah, he carried around this super big gun, which made him really, really cool. And he obviously did things with the gun or with the bullets that didn't involve him killing anybody or whatever. And we get that in this episode too, where they have this ridiculous duel with him and like the police here, where he's just trying to get out of whatever the situation is, and I don't know how Roberto got him to do this in the first place. But for whatever reason, he also doesn't have any bullets during this duel. I really like this. I mean, like I said, the animation is smooth. I was afraid, like with the CG, it would feel kind of clunky, kind of blocky. They wouldn't be able to move as clean, and that's not always the case. It depends on the studio, which is done by Studio Orange, who I did interview with months back at Otakon, and they didn't really have too much to say about it. But now that I've seen it in motion for the first time, like I said, it's really, really good. I am very curious to see how the rest of the show goes, what the story is going to be, how much of a big difference they're going to change from the original story, or again, I'm not really sure if this is just completely like a new reimagining, of which is what a lot of animes are doing now. They are going back to redo a lot of series and finish them in like their pure manga form without the original studio. And because guys don't probably remember that, like because now we're in a different age of anime, but they used to be like the studio would take over and just do their own thing if it wasn't caught up or there wasn't enough time in between the manga, stuff like that. couple series, obviously, Fullmetal Alchemist, Shaman King, and etc. And now Trigun Stampede is the new, iteration of that. So, like I said, I mean, overall, it's really, really good. I'm looking forward to seeing what changes they make down the line for this. As I said, I'm digging the animation. I'm digging the music. It's giving you that old Trigun Western feel. And I wonder how super sci-fi they get with it. Because I know, like, for the most part in the original, it's kind of, I don't want to use the word grounded because it does get ridiculous. But like, how much sci-fi tech are they going to use compared to like that original? Because it seems like they're already kind of leaning that way, just in certain things they have set up throughout this first episode. And of course, they introduce, Knobs, Vash's brother, kind of implicating that he might have had something to do with the whole thing with the ship in this first episode. And kind of figure out what Vash's goal is as he's walking through the desert, trying to just save people. As we see, he's missing his arm, which we see that in the first one. The first one, they really don't make it as obvious because he has kind of like a bandage up arm, but you see it a little bit more here, where he has kind of like a glass robotic arm or a see-through kind of robotic arm, which I thought was pretty cool. I just overall love the whole aesthetic of his costume, or his design and everything like that. They made Meryl look younger, sound younger, and like I said, I wonder if they'll bring back her female counterpart from the first one and that one too. But like I said, overall, I mean, it's solid 5. I mean, solid 10, solid 5. I mean, I really dig it. I hope to see more. Crunchyroll continues to be the lead in bringing you everything. I wonder if this is going to be on multiple platforms, but let's see what happens next week. Hopefully give a review for episode 2. Episode 1, like I said, it's in the bag, and 20 minutes worth watched. I can see you guys next time for episode 2. Let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments below. Like I said, I just wanted to give you my overall about this, kind of review the episode, not point for point, but just kind of give you what I thought about it, and let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys for episode 2. See you.